What's up, guys? I just thought I'd make a quick video. I was just laying in bed watching CNN, and everyone knows all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, whether it be the revolution in Libya, the earthquake in Virginia on the East Coast, which is like unheard of, the Hurricane Irene coming, and everything else going on in the world right now. And one of their main stories on there was Kim Kardashian's wedding, and that just got me. I don't even want to say mad or more like disappointed. Just that they know that that's what the American culture and their viewers want to see. It's sad because that's taking up time slots that people need to learn about what's actually happening in the world right now. There are people dying in Libya to fight for their freedom, like America did in the 1700s and 1776, and yet we're more interested in a lady who made a sex tape and is famous for that, and famous because her father represented O.J. Simpson in a trial. It doesn't make sense to me how that can be more interesting than everything else that's going on in the world. There are people who are afraid of losing their houses right now because of Hurricane Irene, and yet some CNN seems to think that we care more about what color dress Kim Kardashian wore at her wedding. It's sad. It's really sad that we're at the point in society where I almost feel like people want to see this stuff because they want to live vicariously through these people, but it's sad. People need to realize that there's more important stuff going on in the world than just a millionaire's wedding that she doesn't even care about any of us. She doesn't know any of us. And meanwhile, all this stuff is going on in the world that we can help these people. We should be focusing on them and ways to help them, and not ways to give more publicity and make the wealthier wealthier and the poor poorer by not giving them any attention or any like representation or anything that they should be getting, the time slots they should be getting on CNN. I don't want, like, I know I said I'm being repetitive here, but I just don't want to hear about Kim Kardashian's wedding anymore, or any nonsense. Not just Kim Kardashian in particular. Any celebrity gossip, like even with Charlie Sheen. I mean, when that whole thing went on, everything else, again with Libya, the Muammar Gaddafi situation was going on at that same exact time, but everyone else is sidetracked because Charlie Sheen went on a cocaine binge. Meanwhile, in the streets of Boston, New York, LA, there's people who are addicted to cocaine even worse than him. There are people selling themselves out on the street for cocaine, but because it's a celebrity and someone we watch all day and someone we supposedly look up to and care about, just because they do it, it's mainstream news, and people are dying in the world. People are dying because of hunger. It just frustrates me to the point of no other, where all these people are getting attention for being famous for nothing, and like I that's all I have to say is I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the way society. I hope I'm not personally alone, and I hope there's not people out there who actually want to hear about Kim Kardashian's wedding as opposed to what's going on in Libya and the revolutions there. And it's not even just Libya. All of the Middle East is in an uprising, This is a very important time in history right now. And we're learning about Kim Kardashian's wedding, about someone who doesn't even care anything about us, when there's people over there fighting for their freedom just so they can be able to voice their opinion like I'm doing right now. It's just it's sad. It's disappointing to me that they would report on something like that, over something like that, over the Libyan and the impending Hurricane Irene and the earthquake. It's sad. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, that's all I wanted to say, and hopefully some of you out there agree with me.